Have you ever wondered if children have rights? Every person on the planet has rights, and so does every child. Child rights means that we have the rights to everything that help us to be healthy and happy.
Every child has a right to education, health, protection, and a safe environment to grow. According to the UN Population Fund (UNFPA), the child population aged 0 to 14 years in 2022 accounts for 25% of the total global population. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child 1989 defines a child as any person under the age of 18 years. With such a huge human resource, there is an urgent need to promote care, support, and protection to every child. According to the UN Children's Fund (UNICEF), child protection refers to prevention and response to violence, exploitation, and abuse of children in all contexts, including children who are more vulnerable to threats, such as those living without family care, street children, those in conflict situations, or natural disasters. It is the responsibility of every individual, community, institutions, and the state at large to realize the potentialities and opportunities for every child. Engaging in child protection will strengthen a smooth transition from childhood to adolescence and adulthood to build a healthy and productive youth population. For instance, several studies highlight the many adversities faced by children such as neglect, trafficking, violence, abuse, maltreatment, and exploitation at various levels, starting from the home, school, neighborhood, and the community. In this backdrop, an informed conceptual model for healthy development of children and youth is essential, taking into account various care and protection measures at the individual level, family and community level, encompassing medical care, nutrition, safety, quality education, sensitization on the role of parents and teachers, mental health support services, rehabilitation of disadvantaged children and children with disabilities, research and training, advocacy, budget allocation for child welfare, etc., which will go a long way in building children and youth. However, there are several factors which influence childhood care, safety, and overall well-being of children and youth, such as early and unwanted pregnancies, male-child preference, parental dependence on substances like alcohol and drugs, parenting styles, mental health challenges of parents, high parental expectation, family violence, common childhood disorders, negligence in medical care, non-availability of primary and secondary schools in the locality, sexual, physical, and psychological abuse of children, child marriage, poverty, lack of knowledge about child rights, unique individuality of children, etc., which together affect the quality upbringing of children. A healthy parent-child relationship is vital in childhood socialization for developing healthy habits and values. At the international level, the most comprehensive document for child protection is the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child 1989, which provides 54 articles outlining various interconnected rights for children, child protection is a major priority area of the Government of India. India has introduced a number of legislations and policy measures related to child protection, such as Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006, Child Labour Prohibition and Regulation Act 1986, Commission for Protection of Child Rights Act 2005, Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2000. Article 21A directs all states to provide free and compulsory education to all children between the ages of 6 to 14 years. Article 39 ensures that children are protected from inappropriate work and from all forms of exploitation, etc. Importantly, Section 23 of the Juvenile Justice Act prohibits cruelty to a juvenile or child, wherein whoever having the actual charge of or control over a juvenile or the child assaults, abandons, exposes, or willfully neglects the juvenile, or causes or procures them to be assaulted, abandoned, exposed, or neglected in a manner likely to cause such juvenile or the child unnecessary mental or physical suffering shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or fine, or with both. Further, the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012 covers all types of sexual offences and protects a child from being sexually exploited. It lays down stringent punishment for the offender, and depending on the severity of the offence, the offender can be imprisoned ranging from a few years up to life imprisonment.
Dear friends, we need to remember that every child is unique, potent and creative. Unfortunately, due to the lack of adequate breeding and grooming facilities caused by the detrimental social, psychological and educational opportunities hindered the holistic growth of child. The deficiency of these requisite facilities, which are fundamental to the processes of child growth and development, ultimately leads to the loss of vital national resources. Therefore, we should all work together to create a child-friendly environment for optimal utilization of the potential of every child as per their aptitude and interest for nation building. Towards this end, prioritization of child protection as a national agenda would be a good initiative to change the mindset of everyone about children. RGNIYD is committed to address issues and challenges of every child and youth of the nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.
The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009, which was enacted to ensure free and compulsory education for all children, prohibits physical punishment and mental harassment of a child under Section 17(1) and makes it a punishable offence under Section 17(2), and whoever contravenes the provisions is liable to disciplinary action under the service rules applicable to such person. In India, the Integrated Child Protection Scheme 2009, which aims to improve the well-being of children in difficult circumstances and reduce vulnerabilities to situations and actions that lead to abuse, neglect, exploitation, abandonment and separation of children, the Integrated Child Development Scheme 1975, which extends nutritional and healthcare support to mothers and children in the age of 0 to 6 years, has been instrumental in providing child welfare services. Besides other child-centric schemes, the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme was launched to address the issue of male child preference. As a concerned citizen, there are a number of ways you can extend help to a child in distress. You can either report to any of the child welfare committees, which are established in various districts of the respective states, or file a complaint at the local police station, or call the National Child Relief Helpline 1098, which is functional 24/7. A comprehensive child protection mechanism also calls to attention the need for school-based family counseling programs across educational institutions to offer counseling services for students and their families in order to improve family-child communication, which will facilitate a conducive environment for child development.
It may be noted that positive youth development is not possible without child protection measures, and integrating child protection with youth development is vital to advance the potential of every individual to achieve the sustainable development goals and for nation building.